Life and Times of the Thunderbolt Kid is a book by Bill Bryson, and it's about him growing up in the 50s. He gets the nickname Thunderbolt Kid because I think that's a superhero name he came up with for himself. I think it had to do with some shirt he wore that had a thunderbolt on it, and he could vaporize people with thunderbolts, something along those lines. But it talks about growing up in the 50s and how different America was. A time where there was like an Egyptian-style theater that was in the center of the town. And they had a lot of things right, like movies. Big movie theaters and the like. But it was before shopping malls and whatnot. And it talks about food, what people ate. They didn't have Chinese, Mexican, Italian food. It was all kind of the basic things that his mom would make. He has a real humorous way of talking about everything from the Red Scare to baseball to dealing with the kids in his class, smoking, getting into trouble, things like that. And it kind of reminds me of like A Christmas Story, that movie. But just his particular voice as a writer is very amusing. I feel like he could write about just about anything and make it entertaining. But that does not give enough credit to the amount of research he does to make sure everything is kind of compelling in the way that he brings up statistics and whatnot about the life, the time that he lived in, and how I feel like he's written other books where he just gets interested in something and then goes on a deep dive about that thing. So, yeah. I highly rate this book, Life and Times of the Thunderbolt Kid by Bill Bryson, and I want to read other books by the same author.